On the third day of Christmas, my cousin said to me, I'm too afraid to go to the grocery store. I don't want to get the virus. I have risk factors, but I need cranberry sauce. What am I going to do? And I said, I have 3 tips for you. So if you like this content, stay for the video. You will need 1 package, 12 ounces of fresh cranberries, 1/2 pineapple diced or 1 small can, 1/2 carrot grated, 1/3 cup of orange juice. Then you put it in a pot, mix it all together. Bring it to a boil, let it simmer for 5 minutes with the cover on. Then add the spices, stir, put the cover back on and let it simmer for another 5 to 7 minutes. Then your sauce is ready. You just need to let it cool and we will smash it in the blender. So I have my immersion blender and I'm going to blend the cranberries. I'm going to start first with the ones that do not have spice. And I'm just going around and just doing little pulses. I don't need to get a super fine puree because this is a chutney. If I was going for more like a real smooth spread, then I would use my big blender. I'm just blending it to the point where I don't have big chunks and it looks evenly blended. And here you have a bonus cooking tip. Did you notice that I did not use any kind of thickening agent? Like often in jams and jellies, you're going to use gelatin or pectin. I didn't need to do that because cranberries have a ton of pectin all on their own. And so unless you add a lot of water, a lot of liquid, you do not need to add pectin. Now, I did not add any sugar to this recipe. It's slightly tart, but it's way less tart than if you just eat straight cranberries because I did add the pineapple and the carrots and the orange juice. However, if you do want to sweeten this recipe a little bit, you could add 1/4 cup of white sugar, but I don't think it needs it. It's delicious. Meets my approval. Here are my tips for you. First of all, by making your own cranberry sauce, you will save money. It will be cheaper to cook it on your own than buy it cooked. Number 2, you can cut the sugar or you can add more healthy ingredients, so that way you increase the nutrition, which is always better. And number 3, it makes a great gift. You wrap it up and people will love you for that. We're going to do a tasting of another Quebec pie. Pies in Quebec are very popular, especially in the colder months. So this one is a Pacific pink salmon gratin. So it's a pie, but instead of having pie crust on the top, as you can see, it has cheese. So this is what it looks like. Let's check out what the ingredients are. It says water is the first ingredient. Pacific pink salmon, well that's good, it's the second ingredient. Sodium phosphate, Swiss cheese, broccoli, canola oil, enriched flour, modified cornstarch, skim milk powder, onions, mono and diglycerides, salt, sugar, spices. That's in the actual filling, and then in the pastry you have unbleached wheat flour, modified palm oil, canola oil, water, salt, vinegar, butter, sugar, flavor, calcium propionate. I'm not happy about the modified oil, and I'm not happy about the lack of vegetables. I thought there was more vegetables than just broccoli in here. Maybe I'm not going to buy it again. I'm just going to have to make my own because I will make it better. Let's take a taste, and I will make it gluten-free. It tastes okay though, but it tastes okay. I wouldn't say it's great though. The cheese is nice, the broccoli's nice, and the salmon's nice. So it's definitely, it's okay. But yeah, I would not go out, I would not rave about this pie. Excuse me while I have a sip of tea. And not terribly pleased about the ingredient list. So now let's look at the nutrition facts table. So for 1/8 of the pie, which is a little bit less than what I have here, 240 calories, 14 grams of fat, 6 of those grams are saturated fat, that's coming from the cheese. 3 grams are polyunsaturated, omega-6 and omega-3, that's coming from the fish, and monosaturated 5 grams. Carbohydrates, 19 grams, 2 grams of fiber, not great, 2 grams of sugar, that's a lot for a pie that's supposed to be a savory pie. Protein, 11 grams, that's a decent amount of protein for a, not huge serving. Cholesterol, 20 milligrams, not too bad. Sodium, 450 milligrams, that's a lot. That's 1/4 of your daily allowance. That's a lot, or almost 1/4. Potassium, 150 milligrams, not too bad. Calcium, 125 milligrams, yeah, that's not too bad either. And iron, 1.25 milligrams. So nutrition-wise, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. Decent amount of protein, way too much salt, a lot of fat. So that's what I think about that pie.
Shout out to Rebecca Jankowski-Ethington, who has 2 channels, Lip Smacking Eats and Adventures with the Ethingtons. Check them out. She wanted to see snow.
I hope you found this helpful. If you did, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell, and share this with friends. Have a good day. I look forward to seeing you in the next video tomorrow, and happy holidays! On the third day of Christmas, my cousin said to me. No, on the 3rd day of Christmas, my cousin said to me. On the 3rd day of On the 3rd day of Christmas, my cousin said to me, I'm too afraid to go to the grocery store. I don't want to get the virus.